Before I get started, please subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on any new material that I'm going to be producing in the future. And that helps us grow the channel, grow more content, and help people like you.
So when you want to test the handler, so what you need to create, because you remember, handler is just a function that gets handler is just a function, if we go to this one, that gets a W and a request, and that's it. And W is an interface, response writer is an interface, and request is a specific structure. But you need to provide these two. So you can test handlers without actually running the server. So you can do W equal HTTP test dot. HTTP tests. New recorder, and R is HTTP test.new request. And in new request, you say the method, you say the path, and you can pass a body as some kind of an IO reader. But in our case, we actually need the body. So strings. Have you seen who's on first? Anyone?
Yeah.
It's a funny one, right? It's an old and funny one.
Abbott and Costello.
Well, yes, Abbott and Costello, exactly. Okay, so we do a strings new reader on top of the text. So we get a body. And now we just call tokenized handler with W and R. Okay, so we prepare the W and R, and now we run them, and now we get back the response from W. Result. Yes. Okay, so now we get the result, and now we can start testing. So require dot equal http.status okay, resp.status code, for example. And we can add that this is status code. So we'll know what failed. Oh, we need net HTTP as well. Okay. I prefer to use the constants and not the 200. I find them more readable. And we can do expected. And we need encoding JSON. So new decoder, decode. Okay, And then like this. Okay, so this is the usual path that you're doing. You crafting a request with W and R. You call the handler, you get the result back, and then you start checking to see what's coming out of.